to crash in West Boynton Beach over the weekend? That is the question federal investigators are hoping to answer as they sift through the wreckage of the single-engine aircraft.
2 people died when it went down in the Loxahatchee Wildlife Refuge.
Squawk 7700, that's my location. Aircraft just let you out here. Unlikely there's any survivors. The police send a helicopter immediately to this location.
Now the crash itself, the crash site itself is about 9 miles north from where I'm standing. It is through very thick swamp, and tomorrow morning federal investigators will be here bright and early at 8 o'clock.
Palm Beach, 770 uniform.
770 uniform, Palm Beach.
Squawk 7700, that's my location. Aircraft just let you out here. Unlikely there's any survivors. The police send a helicopter immediately to this location. 7700 on the squawk.
November 770 uniform. What's your position? I don't see it.
I'm going to pop up for you here. See if you can get a snag on me. We're
770 uniform. You say there's no survivors.
Unlikely there's any survivors. Just off the wind canal. I think we're south of Palm Beach. So there's a Cirrus up there, 22. One of those support aircraft. We'll just send it back in the air show and show it in that for
770 uniform, roger. Maintain VFR squawk 0206.
This is Squawk 0206. Look on the cross right now on the 1400.
770 uniform, roger. Is there a cross street or intersection that you could make out?
Negative. They're in the Everglades, in the water. Just each tree on the top of the water. I believe there was an old skydive airport right here on the canal. It's very close to that location.
Roger. Very close to the skydiving.
There was a skydive airport on the wind canal out here, and it was very close to that location.
There's 770 uniform, roger. Palm Beach, altimeter 3013. Are you able to remain on my frequency?
Yeah, I'll stay here as long as I can for fuel.
All right, 70 uniform, roger. Whenever you need it, divert for land, just let me know. November 770 uniform. Do you know any if you had any souls on board or how many?
I believe there were 2 souls on board, but I'm not positive.
And 70 uniform, do you have a call sign or that departed steward? Maybe something similar?
I do not know what his call sign is. You have me on radar?
There's 770 uniform affirmative. I have you on radar. You could maintain VFR at about 2,500. Or if you want to land, you can do that as well and call us when you get on the ground.
Okay, you got to get somebody out here immediately. Palm Beach police or something. Tomahawk, anybody.
There are 770 uniform. Roger that. The supervisor is working on that right now.
Okay, I'm going to proceed to Willis Flight Report. There's really nothing I can do, but if you got the location marked, I'm orbiting over the crash site.
You're hovering right now over the crash site?
I'm right over, it's right off my left wing, and I'm orbiting to the left.
There's 70 uniform, roger.
Palm Beach 772 uniform, Squawk and VFR, switching advisories.
There's 70 uniform. You got time for a phone number?
I don't have anything to write with. Is it Palm Beach Tower?
Hey, from just look for the Palm Beach Tower.
Yeah.
Plane to crash in West Boynton Beach over the weekend. That is the question federal investigators are hoping to answer as they sift through the wreckage of the single-engine aircraft.
2 people died when it went down in the Loxahatchee Wildlife Refuge.
Because the wreckage is surrounded by miles of swamp, Chopper 5 had to take these videos from the air. Tonight, the bodies of an experienced pilot and possibly a relative are still buried under 7 feet of water and mud. Dennis Diaz of the NTSB spent an hour and a half at the wreckage today doing an initial assessment and accounting for what he called the 4 corners of the plane, the 2 wingtips, the nose, and the tail. But he says they're days away from determining what caused the crash. He says they'll look at data from radar, the weather, history of the plane, and talk to at least one witness who saw it go down. The investigation has moved slowly so far because of swampy terrain and the threat of alligators. The site is only accessible by airboat. The single-engine plane is registered to Air Orlando, a flight school in Central Florida, but it was not on a training mission. Rather, a spokesman for Air Orlando says that the pilot was on personal business in South Florida and likely headed to North Palm Beach Airport.